Good evening, everybody. Come on in, take a seat, and listen to a grown man talk.
If you're gonna live your life, live it like a grown man. If you're gonna get it right, get it like a grown man. If you're gonna love your wife, love her like a grown man. If you're gonna raise your kids, raise them like a grown man. If you're gonna own your faith, own it like a grown man. If you're gonna share the truth, share it like a grown man. If you're gonna be a man, be a grown man.
I'm your host, Wayne J. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about the big celebration in the black community of Trump supporters who voted for their big, beautiful bill. Isn't that amazing? It passed the House. So now it becomes law. Great, right? You black Trump supporters. You should be elated about that, right? You should be so happy. You should be dancing in the street, right? That's what you would think. I mean, that's your guy. That's the guy you voted for, right? Well, here's some of the things that you're going to be celebrating as a result of your vote. You're going to be celebrating potentially 17 million people losing health care. Also in that bill, you're going to be celebrating millions of Americans losing their SNAP benefits. Also in that big, beautiful bill, you're going to be celebrating millions of people losing housing. Also in that big, beautiful bill that you voted for, seniors are going to be put out of nursing homes. Also in that big, beautiful bill that you voted for, 1 out of 4 nursing homes is going to close. Also in that big, beautiful bill that you voted for, hospitals are not going to be able to provide services or perform certain procedures. Also in that big, beautiful bill that you voted for, people are going to die. People are going to die. You happy? And unfortunately, some of those people are going to be your family members as a result of your vote. Unfortunately, some kids are going to go to school hungry. And when they get there, it's not going to be any free lunch for them. Unfortunately, our senior citizens who rely on their Medicaid in order to pay for their care in their nursing home are going to die as a result of your vote in this bill. People are going to be put out on the streets. Homelessness is going to go through the roof. You're going to see whole families on the street, mothers with children who rely on their government assistance for their housing are going to have nowhere to go. They're going to end up on the street. And for you, some of you people who think that it's going to be, the families of those seniors will just take them in, you have no idea what you're talking about. Some of those seniors need around-the-clock care. It is very, very expensive. Some families cannot afford to have a living nurse in their house to take care of their sick and dying family member. Some of them don't even have the resources. They're barely making it on their income for themselves. And that's precisely why they had to turn their loved one over to a nursing facility. Not because they wanted to, but because financially they just couldn't afford to take care of them anymore. And now they're going to be burdened with deciding how to take care of their sick and suffering loved one. You people voted for this. You people voted for this. And the sad part is, some of you people voted for this just out of spite. Some of you people were running around talking about, nobody's going to tell me I have to vote Democrat just because I'm black. You're right. And you didn't. But I want you to own that. Do you know that they're cutting 44% of the budget for HUD, Housing and Urban Development? 44%. That's almost a 50% cut to housing assistance. This is your guy who said he was going to make housing more affordable. This is your guy who said he was going to make groceries and everything more cheaper. He's going to starve people to death. These people are cutting money from nonprofits. So it's not going to be as many food banks for people to go to when they're hungry. They're not going to be able to afford to feed and give meals to people like they used to doing because they're not going to have the budget to do it. Your guy, your vote for that guy is what's behind it all. So you're part of it. I want you to understand how cruel this bill is. All to give tax breaks to the ultra wealthy, who 10 generations of their family, they still won't be able to spend all the money that they have. They're billionaires. They don't need one red cent. And some of you people are running around talking about, you're worried about somebody getting some food stamps that you don't feel they should be getting. So as a result, you voted for this big murderous bill. Some of you people are sitting around saying things like, well, I want people to get up off their butts and work for whatever they get. That sounds really, really good. Some people can't. Some people mentally don't have the capacity to be able to go to a job and follow instructions. Some people are suffering from some severe childhood trauma to where they don't even have the coping skills to be able to work. Some people were born incapable of following instructions. There's a level of abuse in every system. No system is foolproof. But because of it, you think people should die? Some of your grandparents is going to lose their housing assistance. The ones that live in senior citizens buildings and various housing projects, they're going to lose their housing. Your sisters, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents that live in public housing. Where do you think the money comes from? It comes from HUD. They're cutting it by 44%. So I hope you got room for some of your family members, the ones that you helped put on the street. And I don't want to hear that crap about people saying, well, it's now not the time to blame. It's time for you to own it, though. I'm not letting you get off that easy. Own it. Own it. Just like you owned running around loud and proud talking about how you voted for Trump, run around and talk about this, what you voted for. Own it. Don't run from it. Celebrate it. You celebrated your vote for Trump? Celebrate it. I'm not letting you off the hook. That's for somebody else. Maybe they do that on another page. Not over here. Not in this. No. I'm going to hold your foot to the fire. Want me to tell you why? Because you thought it was funny. And you thought it was cute when you voted for this guy. So think this is funny. Own this. Celebrate this. I'm not letting you off that easy. And I want all your smoke. Come over here and bring it to me. Because I'm waiting for you. I unapologetically said I'm not letting you off the hook. Because I understand the consequences of your vote. And for some of you people that want to come out and think that this is only going to affect blacks, you're wrong, and more wrong. It's just as many, if not more, poor whites that rely on Medicaid, that rely on Medicare, that rely on food stamps, that rely on public assistance. Just as many. You're going to suffer right along with us. Understand something, people. People are going to die. I'm not playing. And I'm not going to sit around and act like what the truth ain't. The truth is people's going to die. I'm not kidding. You're responsible. Every one of you that voted for this man. My family, some of my family members are going to die. Some of your family members is going to die. All to prove a point. You've proved it. And I hope you're proud of yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And thank you for coming in. Until next time, I love you. Peace.